All right, in this section, what we're doing is building the skeleton of our application. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean all of the build tasks. We're going to build an awesome build pipeline that'll allow us to use the latest features of JavaScript, allow us to use the SaaS. We're going to be using the latest features of JavaScript both on the server and the client. We're going to set up hot reloading, where our builds are going to only take a fraction of a second and be auto-applied. For example, our server will restart whenever we make a change, or our client, we can even change our style sheet without having to refresh. And although we don't really do it in this section, but we will later, and we'll be able to change our JavaScript without having to refresh. So all of this stuff in this section is absolutely necessary for, I would consider, any medium to large application in 2016. You need to be able to use the latest features of ES 2015. You need a module loader. You need all of that fun stuff. Now, I understand that some of this is going to seem redundant to people who have watched my previous series using modern JavaScript today. That series, I went more in depth into things like Gulp or the specific ES 2015 syntaxes or Babel itself. In this section, we're not going super in depth into those. We are going much more in depth, however, into Webpack. So the good news is for people who haven't seen that series, we're going to talk a lot about how Webpack works and how to use it, how this terrifying looking file actually works. And for the people who have seen that series, I think there's plenty of new and interesting things in this section to make it worth your time. Honestly, this section could have been a series in and of itself, simply because this is the kind of setup that I highly recommend people start adopting, and people have started adopting. But anyway, I'm excited, so I guess let's go ahead and get started, and I'll see you guys in the next video.